All right, I'm back. I'm here with Omar. This is Agree to Disagree, aka Pound A2D. Make sure you always hit that Pound A2D. Agree to Disagree. I'm Agree, and this is
Disagree.
he's finally back from vacation. Tell him where you was at.
I was just in Vegas, and I was there where the fight was happening, but I had to leave Vegas in the morning and come back, and I got to watch the fight when I came back. That's why I wasn't there when Carl was doing his thing.
Yep, I had to hold it down for the podcast crew, but now listen, we're finally back. We're gonna give you guys our take on last week's fight. We're gonna give you guys our take on next week's fight.
Oh yeah, and then we're gonna have that post-fight right after, hopefully.
Yeah, we will have the post-fight. So this is our post-fight conversation because last week he wasn't here, and I was able to give my prediction, which again I was spot on. He went about 6 rounds, losing every single round.
Deontay did, yeah.
Deontay did, which is exactly what I said. I said he doesn't care about anything else.
No, it's not about skills with Deontay, but I also saw his post-interview. He said that he was waiting for the right moment. Every round he got closer and closer, and he was getting closer with that right hand. And he even set it up. He said that in the 7th round, he started pumping the jab just to block his vision and set up that right hand. And you could see in the slow motion, it was a terrific right hand. You could see the sweat come off of Ortiz's face.
Yeah.
I didn't think anything of it. Did you think anything of it? Like, it just was like out of nowhere.
Yeah, the shot that he threw wasn't even from usually whenever whenever you're shooting, you shoot your 1-2, you shoot your 1-2. But he shot it. I watched.
It wasn't from the hip.
It wasn't from the hip. It was just torque. It was just torque. All he did was just twist. That's it. And if you can shoot, Teddy Atlas in his podcast, shout out to Teddy Atlas in his podcast, he made a comment saying that it wasn't like Joe Lewis's 6-inch knockout punch because he was known for having a punch like that. But don't forget, back then you're knocking out maybe a 6'2" guy back then. He's knocking out a 6'4", 230-pound something man who knows how much he weighed the night of the fight. So that and to be able to knock him out from here to here,
that's a lot of power.
It's just amazing.
Because if he shot it from the hip and torqued it, I think Ortiz wouldn't have gotten up.
That's what he did with
Tyson Fury.
No, Brazil.
Oh yeah,
that's what he did with Brazil.
Oh, he set him up lovely.
And don't forget, he hit him here. Mm-hmm. He didn't hit him on the chin. No. He knocked him out in his head. Everybody knows usually if you hit somebody on the skull, you're probably going to hurt your hand or something like that. He knocked this man out with a headshot. That's power. And Teddy Atlas, I don't know if you saw it, but Teddy Atlas said he's the hardest puncher of all time.
Well, I disagree.
Really?
He has the hardest right hand.
Here we go. Agree to disagree is the first one.
Yeah.
So
let's get the counter up.
Who is your hardest puncher?
Oh, Tyson. Because Tyson could torque his shots.
Wow.
The torque that would come out of his hip, his legs, his body, just twist someone. No. And his uppercut.
This is for tea.
Right after.
Because this is my tea. I'm getting my tea ready.
Oh, I'm about to spill your tea right now.
So, we know, small statistic, anybody usually, because Tyson had a bunch of knockouts.
Yeah.
But they were predominantly shorter men.
But
the statistic shows.
He had some.
The statistic shows.
Trevor Burbick. He was taller than him. But Tyson leans down. He does the peekaboo and then hits you in the body. Then he brings your head down. Then he hits you with the uppercut.
What happened in the Olympics?
What happened?
What happened in the Olympics?
I don't know. You tell me.
What team did Tyson make in the Olympics?
I don't remember.
He didn't make a team.
Exactly.
That's because he got smoked. He got smoked in the Olympics. They was just like, we gotta take this kid out. We gotta make him go pro.
Let me ask you, how many pro boxers that have been in the Olympics was so successful? Very little. Roy Jones.
A lot.
Roy Jones. Floyd.
We're looking at one right here.
Well, that was a weak squad at that time.
How was that a weak squad?
Heavyweight division wasn't anything
Andre
at
Ward.
that time. Andre Ward.
All the light guys. Mm-hmm. Anybody of lightweight.
Olympics doesn't prove anything. Olympics doesn't prove anything.
Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield.
It's a point system.
Evander Holyfield.
You wear headgear.
Lennox Lewis. Shall I keep going?
Yeah.
I mean,
just say a handful.
A handful.
Yeah.
90% of them that come into the Olympics that are usually that top league, they go on to be
Oscar too. Yeah.
Major Hall of Fame fighters.
You got to have boxing skills to be in there. That's great. But when you get into the ring, it's a total different animal. No headgear, no nothing.
I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, when it came to taller fighters, the stats show that if you go probably Mike Tyson's first heavyweight championship fight back down to his first fight ever, when you look at all the taller fighters, people that are over 6'4", he went the distance. People think that Tyson was knocking everybody out. Who's the dude with the curly hair that they got into the fight with outside in the
Mitch Blood Green
went the distance with Mike Tyson.
Yeah. But did you see his face?
He went the distance with Mike Tyson. This is a guy that you guys already fight in the street and stuff like that. You go the distance. You think he goes the distance? You think he goes the distance with a George Foreman?
No. Who goes?
I'll give you a prime example. This is why Mike Tyson isn't on my. He's in my top 10 knockout, maybe even top 5, but this is why he's not even close to number 1. Does Mike Tyson knock out Joe Frazier?
I don't think so.
I rest my case. Because we all saw what George Foreman did. We saw what he did to Joe Frazier. I don't even you probably don't even think Mike Tyson beats Joe Frazier. Because I don't.
I see the skills going to Joe.
Exactly.
And Joe had a harder punch.
I agree. I agree.
All right, we agree.
I agree. That left hook, and don't forget, this guy's fighting 15 rounds.
Yeah.
This guy's fighting 15 rounds. He's smaller. I mean, he's about similar size to Mike Tyson.
The gloves are different back then, too.
The gloves are different back then. This guy is taking punishment after punishment. I don't think that Mike Tyson could take what Joe Frazier did. Not that Mike Tyson isn't an all-time great. Don't get us.
No, we're in agreement.
We're in agreement.
Mike Tyson is an all-time great.
And we're from both New Yorkers. Yeah. He's one of ours, New Yorker. But we're talking heaviest hitters of all time. What's your top 5? Go ahead.
I don't know. That's a tough one. It changes every time.
Well, you got Mike number 1.
No. What, in heavyweight?
Yeah. But okay, guys, listen. You can't even count any other weight because all heavyweights can beat everybody lower than them.
Yeah. So I don't know about cruiserweight.
These guys will kill cruiserweights. The only one is Evander.
Evander came up.
Evander did come up, and he smashed. He's going down as a heavyweight Hall of Famer. He's known for his Hall of Fame. I mean, he's known for his heavyweight career more than he's known for his cruiserweight.
Roy could have been a great heavyweight.
No.
Because he was slick at that time. He had his athleticism.
He
beat Ruiz, but he was in top heavyweight. He should have fought Mike Tyson.
He would have died.
We don't know. I think he had Mackie Schultz doing his conditioning at that time.
He was going to fight Mike Tyson. They had it all set up. He would have died. Omar?
I don't know.
Omar.
I don't know about that.
We saw what Glenn Johnson did to Mike. Did to Roy Johnson.
Yeah, but Glenn Johnson, at that time, Roy was going up and down.
Yeah, true. He had came down.
Yeah. You know what that does to you.
I totally know what that does to you. That's my fear for Canelo. That's one of my fears for Canelo. We can get into that later.
Yeah.
That's one of my fears for Canelo. But
let's take this topic at hand.
Top five. Hurry up.
Top five.
Top five.
You putting me on the spot. I got Lennox in them, but they change.
Just give me top 5.
I got Lennox.
I'll give you top 5.
I got George. I got Lennox. I got George. I got Joe Frazier. I got Mike, and who would I say is?
You don't got Wilder in there?
Not top 5.
Really?
Hardest hitters? Are we talking hardest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I give Wilder in there, but he's lower on the food chain.
Really?
Yeah. But top 5, he has the best right hand. Mike has 2 hands that he could hit with.
Yeah. Mike did it.
And everybody on that list. George had a good right hand too.
Yeah, because George didn't have much of a jab.
It was a tree trunk.
He did.
It was a push jab, but it was a tree trunk hitting your face.
Well, Sonny Liston.
Yeah, he's up there. Oh, I forgot Muhammad Ali. But
no,
he was more a finesse.
Mike Tyson. Yeah. Ali would cut you.
He was more finesse.
Ernie Shavers.
Oh yeah, he's up there. But it'll change. Ken Norton hits hard too. He can bang. Yeah.
But Deontay Wilder's 5?
I don't know.
My 5, Wilder. He's knocked down.
As one?
Yeah, of course. He's knocked down every man he's ever fought. Okay.
But who is he facing?
What you mean?
The heavyweight division is not what it used to be. It's becoming that. The skills are not the same. I think it was the golden era was way back then. This is not the golden era. This is a new era. But the division, I think almost everybody will agree with me that the division is weaker than what it was.
All fighters have fought tomato cans.
Yeah, because
of their
boxing
era.
is different because it's to build up their skills.
Thank you.
You have different
and
styles.
Their confidence.
Yes.
And their confidence.
Yes,
so,
it's all mental.
So we're talking about once they became champion, who did they fight? He's already got 10 defenses.
Yeah.
And he tied Ali with 10 defenses. Mm-hmm. So the last 10 men who he fought, he's knocked them all down. And they've all been champions or former champions. Or Chris Arreola was never a champion, but he was very close.
He was
very close.
He lacked focus.
A few times.
He lacked focus because he would balloon up. And if he had the focus, I think he would have been first Mexican champion.
Yeah, he never had the power though. And his boxing, he couldn't shoot like Ruiz.
He can also fight on the inside too.
Yeah, but he was sloppy. He wasn't sharp. He wasn't sharp. That's the word. He wasn't sharp.
Why wasn't he sharp?
Training.
Exactly.
Training and beer.
Training, beer, food.
Yeah,
loving
training
the life,
and beer. Yeah.
Which will bring us back to Andy Ruiz. I see him spending a lot of money on ice, buying mansions, buying a Rolls Royce, but maybe that's the image he wants to portray and make Joshua think that he's not ready.
Listen, you don't lose weight by spending money.
No.
You spend all the money in the world.
You do too.
Well, we need this. Man. We gotta keep growing. We gotta keep growing. Hopefully our mic here isn't blowing out. Hopefully the audio is pretty good. But yeah. But listen, you don't lose weight by spending money. The man looks in way better shape. That's hard work.
I've seen different clips of him. I see him heavy one day, skinny the other.
That's because the clips are posted later and stuff like that. We know the clips that we just seen because they just showed him over in Saudi Arabia.
Right now, we're seeing Andy Ruiz go around what Joshua did before. Get his name out there. He's being pulled from every corner and do this show, eat here, do this, do that. He has prior engagements. I don't know how hard he's training, how hungry he is, but we're going to find out next week.
You can see it. It's all posted on YouTube.
Yeah.
I want to play it, but I don't know.
But I don't know how you can see hunger. I see him practicing.
He ain't hungry. He ain't fat no more. What you?
I just saw a clip of him, and he looks big.
No,
fat wise,
he's like 230. He's probably lost about 30. He's still keeping off his 30 pounds.
But do you think losing those pounds, affects him in a negative way?
See, Freddie Roach says they keep him fat.
Yes, he did say that when he loses weight, he's not the same. He's more. If Freddie said he's more fluid, I believe, when he's bigger.
I don't know.
And punch power.
This is a different fighter that he got. That was a different Andy Ruiz. Mm-hmm. This is, I just gained everything, Andy Ruiz. I have everything to lose. I don't want to go back to the way that I used to live. You know what I mean? And one thing that I noticed about him, especially in his interviews, he's not cocky.
No.
He's still very humble, still praises God. He does everything like he's supposed to do, and he composes himself as a champion. So when I don't see any mental change, we saw Tyson become champion. We saw a lot of these guys become champions. They want to do – even Lennox Lewis, when he lost, what was he doing? He was filming a movie. Then he gets knocked out by Rockman. Now you want to be serious again. Now you want to come back in the ring and be serious. He didn't do that.
He didn't do that. Well, proof is in the pudding. We'll see Saturday.
Who's your prediction? Since we're already on the topic, I'm gonna call you on the thing because you missed all last week. Who's your prediction?
I don't know because AJ's looking good.
AJ's looking good.
His footwork is good. His hand speed. I say hand speed to Andy Ruiz.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Pedigree to Andy Ruiz.
Yep.
Chin, Andy Ruiz.
Yeah.
But sometimes he gets caught in the exchange. But whoever gets caught in the exchange will go down. But one of them is coming up. The other one is not. And you know who's not coming up.
You don't think Joshua comes up?
If he comes up, he's going right back down.
Who's more hungry?
Joshua is. But
okay, cool. I agree.
How do you measure hunger? But you have to take into fact that after being knocked out, you are very timid about going in with the exchange. When he exchanged with Ruiz got caught. Mm-hmm. But then Ruiz got up.
Yeah.
oh, that's that Mexican heart.
Yeah.
And then, guess what happened? AJ was put down. How many times?
Yeah.
Okay.
4?
Four?
Twice in that round, and then 2 or 3 more times in the
And he didn't know where he was.
Yeah.
And it looked like his mind was somewhere else. But I heard that he was knocked down in sparring.
Yep.
And
Mike
he wasn't
Tyson was
feeling,
knocked down in sparring with the Buster Douglas fight.
I don't know. Well, no, he was knocked out. Mike Tyson was knocked out by Robin Givens way before.
You're stupid. Let me turn down this audio a little bit. He said knocked out.
Did you see that interview with Robin Givens and on 2020?
What? Well, when she's
Mike
talking
Tyson,
about Mike Hands.
and then he just looked at her like, what?
Yeah, he definitely wanted to kill her. Shout out to Mike. Mike, if you're ever watching this, man, we love you. I don't know if you're ever going to see
it's
this.
It's all jokes.
Yeah, it's all jokes. We love you to death. But yeah, don't fuck us up when you see us, please. Yeah, and you are in my top 5. You definitely are in my top 5.
If you put a weave on his head, he looks like Mitch Blood Green. So look for him. If you see him at a first store, whoop his ass.
But yeah, in fact, he used to fight in Albany.
Catskills.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ravina, Catskills, right there. We're right there by you, Albany. We know you used to
Brooklyn.
party in. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Got you that. So we touched on the last week's fight. Where do you think Deontay Wilder goes from here?
We'll see, because
based on his skills, losing 6 rounds, his next fight is Tyson Fury.
Anything can happen. It's a 50-50 fight. Because
Tyson Fury fight is still 50-50.
With Wilder, yeah, because if it goes to the cards, he's lost.
Yeah.
Because if he's trying to knock him out with just one punch, like he did try to do that, because he did injure himself just before camp, and he had, I think, broken his arm, right?
The first fight?
Yeah, Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and he came in the lightest. He came in at 209. It was 212, and then he reduced to 209.
Yep, that's exactly
it. And Tyson came in at what, 250?
Yeah.
Around there?
Yeah, probably more than that.
Oh, my God.
Probably more than that in the 95.
But you got to see, I think the better improvement came from Tyson, because there's many variables. Look at this way. Tyson came in unhealthy. He was just trying to lose weight just to get into the fight. He's trying to get in shape for the fight.
He had 2 fights before that.
Those were real fights.
He had to lose weight.
Yeah, that was like to prepare him for this, but still, it wasn't enough time. But he did have the skills to maneuver Wilder. But I still say that was a draw.
Thank you. We definitely agree.
You can't take the belt from the champion after getting knocked down viciously like that. No.
And let's break this down, because this is a thing that we have. This is a conversation that we have with a lot of people. I had it with one of my viewers out there. So, if you can't hear me, I can text on camera. The engineer in the back. Listen, let me try to pop this up while I'm talking. Listen, in a 12-round fight, right? This way everybody knows. Every round, whoever wins is going to be scored a 10-9 round.
Yep.
Now, if there's a knockdown,
10-8.
It becomes 10-8. Let me speak into the mic. It becomes 10-8, right? Listen, Wilder had 2 knockdowns.
One was a vicious knockdown, and I don't know what Tyson Fury had. The Gypsy King came from the dead.
Well, we know he
came back.
Well, he should have been.
My
little drug test. My little drug test. I'm just saying. We know he liked coke. Maybe he had a little in his glove and hit it real quick. That's just a joke, but I gotta wait for it to load. Let's see. Just try to cast this to the thing again, because this right here is just a little preview. It's PBC, just to keep something in the background, just of the fight. Let's see. We don't want to see all that. Okay, let's see. No, we don't want to see him. We want to see the fight.
Oh,
okay, there we go. Boom, boom. There we go.
Wakanda for life.
Yeah. So that right there, 2 knockdowns automatically give Wilder 4 rounds.
And I think
automatically.
And everyone's saying Paulie's from my old neighborhood in Bensonhurst, and I love Paulie.
We love you, Paulie.
He's the best at what he does.
Yes.
But lately, sorry, Paulie, we've been getting a little salty.
No, not salty. We just agree to disagree.
Not
we just agree to disagree. That's it. That's all. We just agree to disagree.
But you can't say it was a robbery. You can't.
You can't say it was a robbery.
No.
If anything, it was fair because nobody lost anything.
Because you can't give that. You can't give that to the challenger. You got to beat the champion, okay? And to get concussed like that, and God, I don't know what powers that Tyson Fury has.
It ain't power, it's the ref. Because you saw, if the ref had to let this guy up, who knows what could have happened.
But if you look at it, there's an argument for that. He let him up, and he won the rest of the round.
Yeah, stop saying he won the rest of the round. You can't win the round if I knocked you down.
Yeah, that's true.
Period.
But it's still a 10-8 round.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So I don't care how you make it look. You can't, on paper, you cannot win the round if I knock you down. Period. It's never happened. Nobody's going to be like, oh, it's a 10-9 round because you whooped his ass the rest of the round.
Guess what? Some judges don't see it like that.
There's no,
and that's wrong. I don't agree with it.
Name a judge that didn't put 10-8 down.
What was that judge?
No, I know who you're talking about. I know you're talking about the one who gave the one who gave it to Canelo.
Adelaide? No,
but Canelo never went down in the Mayweather fight. Yeah. But I'm saying that same judge lets Ortiz up in this fight, right? Doesn't wave it off.
Ortiz, you mean
referee.
Yeah.
Lets him up. He fights the rest of the fight. Doesn't get knocked down again. Who wins that fight?
Good question.
See? Ortiz would have won that fight because the referee let him up. Who knows what type of brain damage he would have had moving forward or whatever happened, because we saw what happened to Superman in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Stevenson.
Yeah.
Adonis
Stevenson. We saw what happened to him.
Yeah. And before that, I believe it was...
A few people died
Magmed,
I don't know.
And he's in a wheelchair. And they just sued the New York City commission, and he just won millions of dollars.
A few people died. So, you're back?
Yeah.
You're back, is that? You need some aspirin? It's old. Listen, so that's what I'm saying. That fight, just like how he got knocked down, and his eyes was all in the back of his head, the same thing, the referee should have stopped it for the Tyson Fury fight. We wouldn't even be having this conversation if it was stopped properly.
But actually, no, I disagree, because gave him, what did he say? For the spirit of boxing? I don't understand that, but that should have been counted. He should have been counted out.
We agree.
We agree on that.
Yeah.
But it was the right decision to let him fight, because when he fought, he wasn't all over the place. He took it to Deontay.
That's fine.
Deontay never gasses. He has the best gas tank.
No, he don't have the best gas tank.
Who has the best gas tank? Ruiz?
Yeah, duh.
But do we see him go? He does slow down. Deontay has the best gas tank.
You've never seen Andy Ruiz slow down.
Deontay has the best gas tank.
Not even close.
I disagree with that.
Perfect. No, we agree.
That fight, he didn't, because he didn't work.
So he wasn't like this in the 12th round?
He was. He was tired. Why?
Okay, so how does he have the best gas tank? Tyson Fury and Ruiz got the best gas tanks.
It's fight by fight. Everybody's not 100% when you go into the fight.
Who got a better gas tank, him or Tyson Fury?
I say him.
You're a buck.
No.
Yo.
Just for that fight, you can't judge him on that fight.
You can't judge him on that fight.
No.
Who the hell do you judge?
You know why? Because he didn't have time to prepare for Fury. You know that, and I know that.
Now, we ain't giving fighters excuses now.
We're not making excuses.
Deontay Wilder, I love you to death. I love you to death. But a man who can get knocked down twice in a fight and still fight that hard in the 12th round, and I don't think that Tyson Fury won that fight. I don't think that Deontay Wilder won that fight. I think it's a legit draw.
It was
if you win 4 rounds by knockouts, right? Yeah. I mean 4 rounds by knockdowns. You're trying to tell me Deontay Wilder you can't give Deontay Wilder 2 other rounds in the whole fight?
I agree.
That's the Paulie Malignaggi.
No, I agree with that.
2 other rounds in the whole fight? In the whole fight, you can't give Deontay Wilder 2 rounds? That's impossible.
Exactly. So that was the right call, and Deontay did win those rounds that Tyson shows. You know, he becomes flashy. Nah, he had the. I think Deontay had the telling punches.
Oh yeah, of course. And this is what I'm scared of, Omar. I'm scared.
The robbery, just the showmanship, and
Fury's gonna do to Wilder what he did to Klitschko.
Yep.
And 90% of y'all didn't even see that fight. Because it's too boring to watch. I watched it. You watch it because we watch boxing. Yeah. I guarantee you that's what he's going to do in the second fight.
He's going to do these show punches here and there. He's going to shoelace them, and the judges are going to say, oh, my God. And let's see what announcer shows up.
And if he lets him fight like he let Ortiz fight for 6 rounds, it's over.
Well, Ortiz doesn't have head movement like that twitchy movement, that awkward movement like Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury can avoid
he's a better boxer.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
I wouldn't say not orthodox. What's the word for it? He's what the science is of boxing.
His fundamentals.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
His fundamentals.
And Tyson Fury.
Engineer, can I get another large? Oh, look. Man, look at that. It's hot. You want to hit that AC?
You're wearing a jacket.
Oh, no, I got the thermal on. No, the fan will make a noise. Don't hurt yourself. What were you saying? It's hot. I hope it.
Okay, that twitchy movement, and that's not fundamentals of boxing. That's just him doing. But he will get caught. That right hand will hit him.
But will it put his ass down?
I think so. And let's not forget that fresh cut.
That fresh cut. Yeah, you know that fresh cut.
Oh, he can catch that fade easily.
Yeah, but does he cut people?
He just been sutured up right now.
But does he cut people?
He can. He will open that up. But if he just aims just for the head, he's gonna lose. If he has to break him down to the body, and I gotta see.
He don't throw body punches.
I know. He needs to.
Keys to victory.
Keys to victory. That's for Wilder.
Wilder, Fury, 2 keys to victory.
I'm gonna go. Wilder beats Fury by this: hitting him to the body, slowing him down, and then taking him out. And I don't mean to lunge. Okay. So he's gonna go. He better go to the body. Keep that telephone jab. Keep him at distance.
He didn't throw his jab in this fight. Well, he only threw jabs.
Well,
he threw like
that was
13 more, right hands or something.
That was more of a rangefinder. That's it. Where he was to set it up. But he's willing to take that risk. But I wouldn't take that risk.
No,
because if it goes to a decision,
it's going to Tyson Fury. Yeah,
yeah. But what I would say on Deontay. Work a bit on the inside game. I don't know how much he can pick up. I heard that he's going back to the fundamentals of boxing before this fight, but it didn't show that.
He looked a little more relaxed. He looked a little more relaxed, a little more reserved, poised.
Yeah.
I agree.
He was trying to pick his shots. But if it came down to the last seconds of the 12th round, he could have lost that. But he was willing to gamble that. But he said that before the fight. He said it after the fight, actually. He said that I was getting closer to him. I felt closer. Then I saw his footwork. So I believe what he says because he set him up for that punch. Because he threw, I think, 3 or 4.
Well, don't forget, in that round, he got clipped. He got clipped in that 7th round.
Yeah. But he brushed it off. Remember, another thing. Ortiz is what? Southpaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's an advantage that Ortiz has. Mm-hmm. And he's a better boxer. Okay? But Tyson, he's tall. Mm-hmm. Taller than Deontay.
Taller than Deontay.
Has the weird head movement, twitchiness.
Yep.
But if Wilder takes him to the body, he will slow that twitchiness down, and Tyson will come out of it. And he will walk into an uppercut, too. Because he was trying to. If he gets his timing right, Tyson is down.
I'm scared.
It could go anyway. You saw us. We were up.
Yeah.
We were like Tom Cruise in Oprah's couch. My God.
This is Deontay Wilder's fights. Your butthole's like this until he knocks him out. Your butthole's like this until the knockout. But until the knockout, her and I was watching because her shout out to Theo Beast. Her uncle was watching. Yeah. He was talking trash, right? He sends us a text. It says, "Wow." Now our video was behind. However, we watched it.
On this fight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Our audio was behind. So all we see is wow. So we're like, oh, well, if something bad happened to Wilder, he would have been talking shit. Next thing you know, we're watching.
Boom.
Knocked him out. We said, oh. That's what he was saying wow to.
That's why it only takes one punch. And Deontay has that.
I was so scared watching.
I see him also. Oh, now let's go to Tyson Fury. He can mug him on the inside. Very easy. Because Deontay doesn't have a inside game. And he doesn't have those short hands to keep him off. Because he needs to keep him at bay. He needs to keep him at range so he can throw that right hand.
But his right hand is getting shorter. He don't got to wind up like he used to.
Yeah.
You notice?
That's what we saw in this fight.
What are we doing, engineer?
Stop it and then start it right back up.
Okay.
It's about to hit 30 minutes.
All right, we're going to phase into part 2 of this podcast. All right, guys? Part 2. All right, we're back. Part 2 podcast. Where we at?
We were at how Deontay threw his punch.
Yeah, the short right hand.
That short right hand.
How it's getting shorter.
It's getting shorter.
No
He's
more
not
looping.
winding up.
Yep.
No. But he does throw those looping punches. But people say, oh, he throws that all the time. Disagree.
No.
Because he throws that when you are hurt. He's like, he doesn't care.
You're
because
right.
You're
right.
already done.
Yeah, you're right.
But the first Ortiz fight, he tried to do that, and he got caught by Ortiz coming in.
Yes. Yeah.
And then he backed up.
How many fights ago was that? That was Ortiz, then Fury, then Brazil, then
This one.
Then this one?
Yeah.
So about technically 3 fights ago, if you count this as the third fight. So he's developed and changed and shortened that right hand in about 3 fights.
Yeah.
But his next fight is Tyson Fury.
And this is a quick turnaround.
Who's going to run? He's going to run.
Because it's not running. But Tyson Fury doesn't set traps like other boxers.
Tyson Fury runs.
Footwork, yeah. But then he'll go in and then he'll back away. He'll go in and give his shoelace punches, do the shoe shine and walk away and mesmerize the judges. But does it really have any effect on Wilder?
I don't think it has any effect on any fighter. We saw that in the last fight.
But Wilder did.
Unranked the guy.
Deontay did get a swollen eye in that fight. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he got a swollen eye in that
I think it was the left eye.
That was because of the 12th round.
No, it was swelling. It was swelling throughout.
He was getting caught, but Deontay Wilder was fighting probably the most aggressive I've ever seen him fight.
Because he needs to get him out of there because he didn't have a good training camp due to his broken arm before the training camp.
Okay, so he's coming off of a fight. Going into that fight, you've already made your prediction. I'm still scared because it's a fight that I think that Deontay Wilder should stay away from because Tyson Fury is the type of fighter to go in there, want something that you have, and do the very minimum to take it.
And he will not hurt you. He doesn't. He's the lightest puncher in the heavyweight division.
I definitely agree.
But he's the fastest feet in the division. Maybe Ruiz.
Well, Ruiz, top to bottom, has the best skills in the heavyweight division.
He's the shortest one too, right? In the heavyweight division.
Yeah. But he definitely has the best skills.
Yeah, best pedigree, hands down. Agreed.
Best, top to bottom, Andrew Ruiz, best skills. Which leads us, segueing to our Saturday, December 7th. We finally got it after all the ups and downs going to Saudi Arabia and America and Mexico. We don't know. Saudi Arabia, they are physically there. Joshua lost a ton of weight, muscle weight, but he's looking sharp.
But
he's looking strong.
He needs to have some fat.
No,
you need that fat because those muscles tighten up after a while. You know that, Carl.
Yeah, but he's been running. He's been doing cardio.
That's great.
Yeah,
that cardio is great. But I believe what Deontay does is better, which is low impact swimming.
Yeah,
that's a lot better because you're working all your muscles.
This is where we disagree.
You're breathing.
This is where we disagree.
Okay, go ahead.
Two things that 15-round classic golden era boxing fighters did. What did they do?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
come on,
running
Omar.
boots.
No.
What?
Running. Number
running,
one.
yeah.
What's the other one?
Chop wood. Which one?
Build your cardio and speed.
Yeah, that's running.
Nope. Yeah, that's number one.
Yeah.
Long distances.
Okay.
What's number two?
I don't know.
Jump rope.
Oh, yeah, jump rope.
Deontay Wilder does not jump rope.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he lost. He don't have any of that twitch. And what I just saw Anthony Joshua jump roping and going all down. I said, whoa.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Whoa. It's on his Instagram. He's like this, way low. That's how Mike Tyson was able to hit with both hands and get some. He could jump rope his ass. Fighters that can run long distances and jump rope, they don't get tired and they get that twitch fiber, which allows them to shoot off shots and get shots in short distances and get that torque. All old fighters did that. These new fighters are being I'm not gonna call new fighters lazy. They are trying different methods with the putting the belts on them and training like football players and doing the footwork. These old fighters, back in the days, they didn't do none of that. They jump roped, they ran long distances, and they hit the heavy bag.
You know what also helps that we don't get to see too much?
What?
The head weight that you put on.
Oh, he does the head weight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they do the head weight.
Because that shot goes right down your spine.
But we're not talking about taking shots in this one because Mike Tyson used to roll his head on the damn mat.
Yeah. Let me ask you. with all that endurance, but once you get hit, how much can you endure?
Well, sparring is going to help you. You got to understand the reason why.
What kind of sparring is he doing?
Well, this is unfortunately, back in the day, fighters were born and developed.
Yeah.
Today, athletes are born, then developed.
Correct.
Athletes. Anthony Joshua is an athlete. Deontay Wilder is an athlete.
Both started late.
Thank you. So their ability to take a punch is a lot different than Andy Ruiz, who started as a kid.
I think Deontay is a better athlete due to that he had a pedigree in basketball
and in football,
that cardiovascular,
and in football. Yeah. Well, I mean, genetically, right? Genetically, we know
he's a taller Tommy Hearns. Yeah, but Tommy had more skills.
Tommy had more skills
because his pedigree was boxing from the youngest. But in heavyweight, that's a different story. Deontay has that right hand bomb.
Yeah, he got the eraser. He got what Tommy would have had if he was 209 pounds. If Tommy Hearns was 217 pounds, 6'7", he would be Deontay Wilder. But way better skills.
Oh yeah.
Way better. But that's what it just brings me back to my efficiency thing. Whenever I talk about Anthony Joshua and the Ruiz fight, when I see Anthony Joshua going to old school tactics, which we know worked, right? We saw Floyd fight guys who get all these trainers. Mm-hmm. He had Ortiz had a trainer and a strength and conditioner.
Yeah.
These guys did not exist back when Mike Tyson was fighting.
No. They trained in boots.
These guys ran in boots. They ran, they jump roped. Yeah. That's it.
Chop wood too.
Yeah, and chop wood and do all types of stuff like that, chop trees and stuff like that. But they ran, and they jump rope, and they worked on their boxing skills. These guys are taking the time that they could be used to working on boxing. These guys are doing football drills. Why are you at a track? You are an athlete, but you should be working on your boxing skills. We saw this with Sean Porter. We see this with Sean Porter. Sean Porter trains like a football player. His wind is crazy. He only lost that fight because he got knocked down. Yep. That's my personal opinion. If he didn't lose that fight, he should have either won or got a draw. If Sean Porter didn't get a knockdown versus Errol Spence,
all the punches were here.
Come on, man. The body punches?
Yeah. But
I'm giving Sean his credit. I'm not being biased. I'm giving Sean his credit, man. You're trying to tell me he loses that fight if he didn't get knocked out.
He blocked a lot of those punches. And Errol had some great punches in there. But that knockdown, that just sealed the deal.
You didn't. The body. No, I can't even speak. You didn't. If Porter doesn't go down, you don't give that fight.
I'll give it a draw. No, I will give it a draw.
Okay. All right. As long as you at least give it a draw.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. As long as
you give him a win. I won't go that far because you got to take it from
I tell you like this. You
know how it goes.
I tell you like this. I wouldn't be upset.
I could see that, but I don't see that.
You want to know why? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm sorry to point. I'm gonna tell you right now. When we saw Canelo, Triple G 2, and we saw Canelo take the fight to Triple G. Yeah, you gotta give it to Canelo. I'm taking the fight to you. You're the bigger man. You're supposed to stomp me out, right? You're Errol Spence. You're supposed to stomp me out. I'm taking the fight to you. The whole damn fight. If I'm in your chest the whole damn fight,
did you think?
And you don't knock me down? Oh yeah.
Did you think Canelo won the first fight against Triple G?
Well, I thought Canelo won the first fight against Triple G.
I don't know why you're asking. We're the only.
I don't know why you're asking that.
We're the only.
I don't know why you're asking
for the viewers.
Canelo did to Triple G what Floyd Mayweather did to him. Period. That's it. Bouncing off the ropes, boxing and stuff like that. Oh, y'all said that I lost? Oh, really? Oh, I'm okay. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to Kovalev in about 2 years.
I think Canelo should fight Triple G right now. It's the right time.
Yeah, but we know he stomps Triple G out. Yeah, Canelo Alvarez is in his prime.
He's right for the pick.
He's in his prime.
But if
nobody
he keeps
beats
going
Canelo
up and down,
except for Andre Ward.
If he, I don't know. If he keeps going up and down, he'll get caught.
You're smoking crack if you think Andre Ward can't come out of retirement and beat Canelo Alvarez. Like the amount of crack that you're smoking will fit in this cup.
I love Andre.
We're off subject.
I'm about to spill your tea.
We're off subject. You think
I'm spilling the tea?
You think Andre Ward will lose to Canelo Alvarez?
I don't know if he'll lose, but he's been out of commission for a while. If Andre was fighting, and when he wanted to fight Canelo didn't want to fight him, Andre would have schooled him. He would have taken him to school. He's the professor. And Andre is the most decorated fighter out there. And he's won that Super 6, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And he beat Frotch with a broken hand. More skills. But when you don't take punches for a long time, your face will swell up. But Andre is very dedicated. He's just like Floyd without, I say Floyd has a better...
he retired about the same time.
He has a better toolbox. Floyd does.
Yeah.
But Andre...
Check your text.
I see Andre beating him.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very close fight.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Because I have to see how Andre takes those punches. Because I know Andre is great. He faced Kovalev, okay?
He faced the real Kovalev.
Yeah, the real Kovalev.
The Kovalev coming off of beating Bernard Hopkins.
Exactly.
Not...
But an old Bernard Hopkins.
Oh, yeah, but...
Yeah.
I mean...
Father Time will take that from you.
That'd be good to see Bernard versus Canelo, but anyway.
Nah.
Not now, but Bernard back then?
Yeah.
Versus Canelo?
Bernard schools him. He mugs him.
No.
He frustrates him.
I'm sorry. No.
I don't know.
Not the Canelo that I just saw. If we take the Canelo, all right, this is our last subject.
How far back?
If we can cheat and take the Canelo that beat Kovalev, put him up against the Hopkins that beat Tarver, if we can put those two together, then I'm taking Canelo.
Okay. Youth?
No, because it would be the Bernard Hopkins that faced Tarver versus the Canelo that beat Kovalev.
All right.
I'm taking.
So let's go back to the topic at hand. Let's see. We got Ruiz. We got Joshua.
Who's your pick?
I keep switching every day.
I think you're about to switch right now because you kind of said it earlier.
I picked Ruiz, and you did too.
Bro, I don't know who to pick. Once I saw him jump rope, I said, "Oh my god!"
Every new footage.
Listen, we got proof in our phones. How long have we known about Andy Ruiz?
For a long time.
Oh
my god, the hand speed and everything.
Wait, we knew about him before he was signed with Al Heyman. When we used to watch his Instagram, back when he was with Top Rank, and we was talking about him like, "Yo, this guy." Because we could tell from his skills. Just from his Instagram, we could tell from his skills.
The thudding punches, the fast speed, the fast hand. He is like a cruiserweight / middleweight.
Bro.
The way his footwork, where he is.
Bro.
But sometimes he does get reckless. That's where he got caught in the exchange.
Did you see how Eric Morales was trying to show him how to shoot the right hand?
Oh.
Wasn't that crazy?
See, when I saw Eric Morales.
He was pushing over the jab, trying to show him the right, and he was throwing his right hand weird. I don't know. Because he got away with it for so long.
He would throw it like this.
Yeah.
And when I saw Eric Morales, I said, "Oh, forget it. Joshua getting knocked out." But then I saw Joshua doing
with
drills.
The cones.
Yeah, and doing this. I was like, "Oh, Joshua knocking him out."
Oh man,
brutal knockout.
I don't know.
It's a 50-50 fight for me.
Yeah, I agree, man. This is one I can't pick, man.
All right, let's break it down. Jaw.
Ruiz.
Where we agree on that
all day. Power.
Endurance.
I can't talk. I don't know, man. Anthony Joshua might be super winded.
So,
he's not holding 30 more pounds, man.
But guess what? Are you going to change overnight?
You change in 6 months.
Okay, but
you can change in 6 months.
Okay, so can he?
We saw Ali do that from Norton 1 to Norton 2.
So you don't think Ruiz got better?
Yeah, I do. I do think Ruiz got better.
So then you got to give it to Ruiz. But after what I saw in camp, him ballooning up and down,
I get what you're saying.
So it's hard for me.
That's a tie. That's a tie.
Yeah.
That's a tie.
Okay, let's
Endurance a tie.
Endurance.
Slight edge of Ruiz.
Yes.
Okay.
Agreed.
Power.
Power. They both got power. I would say thudding power.
Joshua. Speed. Mike Tyson power.
And who could you won't see is like a swarm of bees coming at you. Like if you hit a
Pacquiao,
beehive.
like Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Like Pacquiao. Who I want to talk about.
But not awkward angles.
Yeah.
Okay. With better fundamentals.
You know what? Guess who he throws like? Damn it. Guess who he throws like?
Who?
When I saw that right hand. Marcos Maidana. But faster.
Wow.
Right? Think about that. With that.
Yeah.
He throws like Marcos Maidana because he was hitting Anthony Joshua all upside the head. He throws like that weird.
He hit him right here.
Yeah, all up on top of the head. Yep. He throws like Marcos Maidana. Them weird shots coming from. He's not hitting you from angles, but he's throwing from angles.
Joshua said that. It was It was a lucky punch because I saw many more punches after that.
Mm-hmm.
It was more than
it wasn't
a
lucky
punch.
It wasn't a lucky punch. That wasn't a lucky punch. Not even
because
close.
his legs turned into wet noodles.
That boy can throw.
Yeah.
That boy can throw.
Is he going to be able to time him?
Who?
Joshua.
Oh.
Because he...
well, he timed him the first time. He did time him the first time.
Yes, he did.
He did time him the first... Oh, he did time him the first time.
And do you think they going at each other, or there's going to be a lot of feeling out period this time?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be so much feeling out. But I think that... Oh,
see,
there we go.
Overhand, right?
look at that.
Boom.
Look at that overhand right.
Yeah. Boom. And boom. Again. He doesn't know where he is.
Let's pause it right there. And it started with a nice overhand, which is what... Ooh, Lord. Which is what Eric Morales was trying to teach him not to throw.
Who has a better trainer?
Oh, I don't care about trainer.
I
don't care about
experience.
trainer. The trainer would go down to Ruiz because Ruiz has been with that camp for a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I don't care about trainer.
Morales.
Oh boy, he's dead. He's not
Tactician.
in his corner like that.
Yeah, but tactician.
Nah, because he's had some pros in his corner too.
All right.
That don't
I'm
train
sorry.
him.
Now it's gonna sound bad what I'm about to say, but
There's speed and footwork on that.
trainer wise, and we have better trainers in America than the English trainers because English boxers, they fight straight up, very little head movement. AJ has very little head movement. He's relying on his punches to keep him off. His footwork isn't there as good as Ruiz.
AJ is 10 less years in the game.
Yeah, but still, without making that excuse, am I right?
About what?
That footwork and head movement.
Yeah, that's Anthony. I mean, that's Ruiz all day.
Yeah, so far we got more for Ruiz.
Ruiz is on paper is a better fighter.
Yeah.
And proved it in the last fight that he physically is a better fighter. It's just, can we count him out?
No, we can't.
That's what I'm saying. We can't count Anthony Joshua out. You know what I mean? Because he still possesses a lot of things that can cause a lot of trouble to Ruiz and make them have a third fight.
Just like with Wilder, he had that punch.
That's really all he has.
And I think
and that's
Anthony
not
Joshua.
He has more than just a punch, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
His superpower, like I stated in the last
that's the eraser. Okay.
That's the eraser, yeah.
Is that button you hit when you're playing video games is like, okay, that punch is, you're going to sleep. Mm-hmm. Finish him.
Yeah, you got cheat
fatality.
Code. You got cheat code. You got cheat code. You got cheat code. So I guess we don't know who to.
I would say
pick on that.
I keep changing. It could. I say Ruiz, then I keep going back to AJ. But let's break it down. So better footwork is
Ruiz.
So far, everything is
Ruiz because we haven't seen this new Joshua.
But is this a new Joshua?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you grow? What's the word? Can you? Is your punch resistance gonna get better in this fight?
You want to know the prime example of somebody who lost and was extremely better and continued to get better ever since?
Lennox Lewis?
Canelo Alvarez.
Well, he got better, but he's fighting in lower weight classes.
Oh, really? So Canelo didn't rise from that?
He did, but guess what? This is the heavyweight division.
Okay.
One punch solves everything. You just like Wilder proved, you can lose every round. When that punch hits, anybody can be knocked out.
True. But we're talking about developing. You're questioning, can he become a better fighter?
Off of one fight?
Yeah.
He developed that much? Yeah. We'll see. Let's see who shows up.
He wasn't that bad. He knocked the dude down.
I'm never saying he was bad, but I want to see.
How
much more he has developed to the point that...
How much more does he need to develop to catch up to Andrew Ruiz, if Andrew Ruiz is also developing? About 30, 40% more?
Andy Ruiz has been a consummate boxer since he was a little kid.
Yeah.
When did AJ start? Way later.
Yeah.
In his teens.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to see the muscle memory and everything from back in the day favors Ruiz. But we'll see who shows up because we're seeing a lot of things on social media. Every time I see Ruiz go eat or anything, it scares me a little.
It scares me when he eats. Oh, my God.
And he fluctuates, and his face looks fuller. And Eddie said that, but Eddie probably has some hate for Ruiz.
Maybe Ruiz is gonna go. Maybe Ruiz is gonna come in a little heavy.
You think?
We'll know on Friday. He might.
Let's see.
Because the conditioning is underneath. Now he can kind of chill.
He has the conditioning.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe
he has the fluidity too.
Maybe he'll come in a little heavy on purpose.
Let's see. But is that going to help him?
If it's good, healthy food, yeah.
I see him eat some good, healthy food. Yeah.
We've seen it help him in the first fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's go on to Gervonta Davis and Gamboa.
Gamboa has been out for how long? Years, right?
No, he just fought. He got a knockout.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah.
He only got one loss.
I got the young lion.
Yeah.
Because we already saw what Terrence Crawford did to Gamboa. Mm-hmm. And
don't forget,
I
though,
think Gervonta.
Bud got clipped in that fight, though.
Yeah, but Bud had to cut down to weight to fight him, right?
No, he was already campaigning at that weight, yeah.
So we'll see. But there's an undercard we're forgetting.
Who's fighting on the undercard?
Pascal and Badu Jack.
I don't care about that.
Really?
That's not a fight I care about. I was gonna go on to the who's Pacquiao gonna fight.
It has to be Mayweather. But Mayweather.
Oh my! Sorry for blowing out the mic.
Okay.
You wanna know why I said it's not gonna be Mayweather?
That's the money fight.
You wanna know why it's not a money fight?
Why?
We both know the main guy of the world, Al Heyman.
Correct.
They both happen to be with Al Heyman.
Right under God.
I'm not saying it.
No, boxers say that.
Okay.
He's helped a lot of boxers.
Listen.
Praise Al Heyman, by the way.
Listen. Just like I said in my little news video, go back and check that out. He's not fighting Manny Pacquiao. This is the reason
Who's
why.
next?
He's fighting, just like I said, if you see Dana White and Floyd Mayweather together, they are doing business. They're doing business.
Is Floyd fighting Khabib? I know he's not doing MMA. He's not stupid.
He is doing MMA. Who's coming out? Who's releasing their boxing platform in 2020? I'll wait.
Dana White.
Thank you.
He was supposed to release it Zuffa a long time ago.
It's coming out in 2020. There's a picture on social media with Dana White sitting next to Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather's coming out in 2020.
I think I know what's happening.
Canelo already said he's fighting MMA
Floyd
fighters.
already has an MMA fighter under his belt.
Either he's going to fight Jorge.
Masvidal?
Yeah. Either he's going to box Masvidal or he's
box.
He's doing it. Me and you are boys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Floyd Mayweather used to fight. Who did he used to support on his boxers?
Dana White.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now it's reversed. Yo, I'm getting into boxing. I'm doing business with you. I will pay you this much to fight one of my fighters on my boxing platform.
Do you see PBC and Zuffa boxing together?
Bro, I already said it. Does Dana White like Bob Arum?
No.
Does Dana White like DAZN?
No. De La Hoya. No. Eddie Hearn, he said he's all right. He could do business with him. He's
okay, but he does pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. They do subscription. They don't do the same business.
ESPN does subscription also.
Yeah, but that's separate.
Zuffa boxing is going to be
that's separate. Dana White.
Everything has.
Dana White will own Zuffa. He does not own UFC anymore. So that's the reason why he can't make the same decision.
Where's he getting the money from?
And he still does pay-per-view. Don't forget about that. He still does pay-per-view.
I think
he does ESPN pay-per-view. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right.
You're right. That pay-per-view model is needed. It has
Thank
to thrive.
you. I know.
But the prices have to go down for us to watch all these entertainment because right now you can stream everything.
He's going to do Zuffa pay-per-view. Period. And he's going to put on boxing matches. Mm-hmm. And this is what I told everybody in my thing. He's going to make... What belt did he just drop?
Oh, the BMF belt.
The BMF belt, mark my words, the BMF belt.
The baddest mofo belt.
Was a test to see how people like you and I would receive it. Do we accept it? We accept it.
As entertainment? Yes.
So guess what?
Yeah, I love
so
that
when
fight.
he comes out with Zuffa Boxing or whatever he's going to name it, boom, I'm going to create my own belts. Y'all accepted the BMF belt.
I think
I'm going to create my own belt.
I think it's going to be a PBC
The fighters...
belt.
Whatever it's going to be, the fighters within it are going to fight for that belt, and then it's going to gain its own respect, just like the UFC. There's plenty of top fighters in the world, but what's the number one belt in the world?
In
UFC
MMA, UFC belt.
UFC belt. They don't got no WBO. Yeah. They don't got no IBF, no IBO, no WBA. And the fights get made.
But how's going to be the pay structure? I think.
You ain't going to get paid much. He going to pay Floyd though to spark that shit off. I can guarantee you that.
But
he gonna pay Floyd. You gonna fight Khabib? You gonna fight Masvidal or whatever his name is, Jorge? You gonna fight one of them.
Floyd's gonna call the shots.
But I'm saying you're gonna fight one of them. And Chael Sonnen. Let's go ahead. Since we're talking about this, who we gonna fight? Chael Sonnen. No, because I need to address this. I need to address Chael, whatever his name is. Chael, you're wrong. If you guys go on YouTube right now, Chael Sonnen, whatever his name is, the former fighter, the dude who snitched, the dude who did mortgage fraud and snitched on his people.
But that has nothing to do with it.
He's a convict. You snitched and you're a convict. You're a convict felon. You did that.
Listen. Convicted felon or whatnot, that doesn't have anything to do with his.
Listen, we comment on UFC, right? Yeah. Because we love combat sports.
We love combat
But that ain't our lane, is it?
No.
Our lane is boxing. So if we are wrong, please correct us. We ain't gonna sit up here and accuse the UFC fighters of anything. We don't know the politics of the UFC doing. We know the politics of boxing. He was speaking on the politics of boxing. You were speaking on Floyd Mayweather saying that he was making Conor McGregor drain down to 153. That's not true. We're going to clear all this stuff up here right now, okay? UFC fighters division, they fight at 155. In boxing, it's 154. That fight that took place between Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor was at 154. Of course, Floyd weighed in less. He's never going to weigh in at 154.
Floyd came in from a strip club to fight. He was partying at his strip club. No, it's documented. It's documented because Floyd knew he can take him out in the later on. But we're getting off topic.
And Conor came in right at 154 because he wanted to come in as close to his normal weight that he fights at 155. So that's that. There wasn't no, and everybody always knows that Chael Sonnen tried to say that Floyd Mayweather made Conor McGregor pick all the gloves and stuff like that. When you are the A side.
Conor got his own gloves, actually. He got to deal with Everlast. Grant tried to give him the gloves. He said no. He got to deal with Everlast, and he went with Everlast.
And Chael Sonnen made a comment about horsehair and stuff like that. Okay, if you don't know, obviously you don't know. Horsehair gloves.
Cleto Reyes.
Horsehair, the Reyes gloves are made with horsehair. Those are Pacquiao's favorite glove. Those
puncher's gloves.
Puncher's gloves. If you have strong hands, you want a nice horsehair glove because it's going to compact and you can hit harder.
Yeah, you're going to feel the knuckles right on your face.
You can hit harder. So that's the reason why, and it is made in Mexico, and that's the reason why when you made that comment, oh, Floyd didn't want him to choose Mexico. No, a lot of fighters today do not like other fighters choosing horsehair gloves versus regular padding gloves. So that's what that was. That wasn't I'm trying to use cycle. No. Some fighters both want to fight with Marcos Maidana likes to fight with horsehair gloves because it's a lot more compact. Pacquiao, that's his glove of choice. Floyd fights with what gloves?
Grant.
Why?
Orthopedic gloves.
Thank you.
Elvis, who's the owner of the company, made a special glove for his hands and Bernard's because Bernard used the same one.
Same thing with like a Paulo Malignaggi. Paulo Malignaggi is not going to fight with a horsehair glove.
No, because Paulie has
it'll shatter his hands. It'll shatter his hands. Fighters who aren't, I bet you, Errol Spence, I don't know if he does or not, but he can fight with a Reyes glove because he's a power fighter. His hands don't break. So that's the correction on that. It wasn't, I'm choosing, but the A side always picks anyway. De La Hoya picked for Floyd.
He picked pillow gloves.
10-ounce gloves. Let's go into that. Yeah. They fought at 154.
Everything that.
How's the video?
I need to cut it.
All right. Okay. So, sorry, we had to take a little pause break right there. With that being said, yeah, so the 154, when they fought all the way up to 147, you're supposed to fight with 8-ounce gloves.
Correct.
But the fighters can choose to fight with 8-ounce gloves at 147 pounds.
Once you go above 147, you go 10-ounce gloves.
So when they fought at 154, De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather, De La Hoya picked the gloves. He did not want to fight Floyd Mayweather with 8-ounce gloves.
No,
so he chose.
Floyd would be faster, and De La Hoya was the bigger man that night. And he called all the shots because he was the cash cow. He's the golden boy.
Anybody who fights Pacquiao, you are going to do whatever the hell Pacquiao wants. Period.
Exactly.
If you're the A side, you are doing what the A side does. So it has nothing to do with Floyd. That's just the A side. Anthony Joshua, he called everything for this fight. Everything.
Yeah. The ring size,
everything.
The gloves, everything.
The A side calls it all. Now, unless you got two premier fighters, like if an Errol Spence and a Crawford fight,
they're gonna do whatever they want.
They will definitely have to negotiate.
I got Errol Spence.
This was, of course. Yeah. This wasn't that. So that's the correction on that. Then your last, what?
The litmus test is gonna be Sean Porter. Let Sean Porter fight.
They already said that they're not. You didn't see that? Right? They already said that they're not.
Why not? Because Bob knows.
No, they publicly both said that they're not gonna fight each other. That they have a relationship.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, I know. It's the most.
If they give you $1 million, Carl, would you fight me?
I'd fight you for
for a chicken sandwich from Popeyes.
Shout out. But yeah, so back to this. Yeah, so that's that. So stop that. There is no. Oh, and the main thing that pissed me off about his video when he said that Floyd Mayweather made. He said he was an official at the Sean Mitchell fight, and he had never seen this before. And Floyd Mayweather made one of his representatives from his camp go into the Sean Mitchell camp and look at his wrapping his gloves.
That's normal.
Not only is that normal, if you are an amateur,
Sean Mitchell's camp will send somebody else to watch Floyd Mayweather.
That is so common. It starts in the amateurs.
And they have the commission over there overlooking. If it happens in Nevada, you got the Nevada commission looking over.
It happens everywhere.
That's how Nazim caught Margachito.
That's exactly how, Nassim Richardson, who was in Shane Mosley's camp, went over, looking at the hand wraps. This wasn't, go over there. I'm Shane Mosley. Go over there. No. It was, hey,
that's
listen.
Just standard.
That's just standard. It's not a Floyd Mayweather thing. It's not an anybody thing. It's standard. You want to see what the other guy's doing. And luckily, Nassim Richardson caught what?
The plaster of Paris.
Thank you. Bricks in Antonio Margarito's gloves.
But after a while, it hardens.
Exactly. And when you go back and look at the Cotto fight, you see how hard it looked.
And they show like all the prints and the blood there.
Yes, and you saw when Margarito did to Cotto, and Cotto was never the same after that.
That should have been called for arrest.
Yeah.
Because it's like the Luis Resto. Remember that?
When?
Oh, when he took the padding of the glove?
Oh, no, I don't remember.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. But yeah, so that's that. It's not a Floyd Mayweather thing. And guys, listen, every fighter who's watching this or anybody who knows, I do security for a lot of boxing amateur events. Same thing, been around the amateurs and stuff like that. If he's the guy who won fight, even I could be 7, 8 years old when you start to compete. If he's across the room, I can go over there and watch him wrap his hands. It starts at a very young age. It's not uncommon. It may be uncommon to Chael Sonnen and maybe in the UFC. I don't know. The UFC is kind of young. But in boxing, fighters...
Dana knows this.
Yeah, Dana knows this.
Dana was in boxing for how long?
Fighters send their trainers or a representative to the other person's room. You want to see how that dude is wrapping his hands because of stacking. We already know about Canelo Alvarez being blamed for stacking, and then him going through it with Triple G's old trainer saying that Canelo Alvarez stacks. So it's not just a Floyd Mayweather thing. So I just wanted to address that. Chael Sonnen, you don't know what you're talking about when you're talking about boxing. You're being very biased. We are here to just focus on the fighters. I don't have anything against any fighter out there, period. Whether or not I agree with Colby Covington. Colby Covington. I don't agree with him, but that doesn't mean I'm going to talk about him. I'm not going to talk about him on air. He's a combat fighter. I think the Usman or Kasim or whatever's going to stomp him out. That's a big fight that's coming up.
Yeah, Usman.
Yeah, that's a big fight that's coming up. Biggest fight in UFC.
I got Usman.
He going to kill him. He going to. You can't talk that much trash.
I don't know what happened between him and Robbie Lawler because I thought Robbie was going to knock Colby Covington out.
No.
But
Colby Covington can fight. The boy can fight.
He
ain't beating Usman, but he can fight.
Robbie's a beast. Robbie.
Listen, this is young Colby. This is the old Robbie. Maybe Robbie younger, but this kid can fight.
Watch.
But anyway,
if Colby wins this one,
if he wins this one,
it's going to be Masvidal because they were friends at one time. We're getting off topic. Let's go back to Zuffa boxing.
Thank you. Yeah, let's go back to Dana White. Go.
Let's go back to Dana White. Dana White loves to do. He said he loves Al Heyman to do business with him because it was the easiest experience ever.
Two entities made the fight.
Yeah, because it was the easiest thing, and he hates Bob. He's never going to do business with Bob or De La Hoya.
Don't.
Eddie, maybe keep that open, but Eddie's just a fish out of water. He's in a new pond, you know? And that subscription thing, it's not going to work because you're putting all this money into DAZN, but after a while, it'll level off. And those paychecks are going to get less and less. And Eddie said that. We overpaid.
If this happens again, you done.
Yeah. Because it was relying on his shoulders. Only thing moving the needle right now,
it's Canelo.
Anywhere,
Canelo.
It's just Canelo.
That's
He's the face of boxing.
Triple G, he falling off. He almost got beat by the last dude. Personally, I thought he lost. I thought he lost.
He had a bad night.
He had a bad night.
He
got old. He got old.
No, I wouldn't say old because that's a term used too much. He came in. He was coming off a fever. He had the flu actually.
I stand corrected. He was sick.
Yeah,
he was sick. He was sick.
So you got to give him a pass.
I give you a pass.
Not everyone shows up.
You're right.
Fight night.
Not everyone shows up like Floyd versus Cotto.
Yeah. Well, Floyd has always injuries, but
No,
Floyd,
cold. He had the flu that night.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's why he was dry, and that's why his nose was bleeding.
And all that other shit.
And Cotto has that nice jab.
Yeah. That up jab. That up jab.
Push it up.
Yep.
Oh yeah. But Floyd shows up no matter what. You got to give Floyd his props. Forget about all the antics outside. You got to give him his props because what he does in the ring is just genius.
Yeah.
He is the epitome of boxing, the sweet science, hit and not get hit. And people say, oh, he's boring. You're not seeing the fight. People say, oh, the Pacquiao fight against him was boring. No. He went in there, he disrobed Pacquiao. Pacquiao throws so many punches, he threw the least amount. He connected the least.
Yeah.
Floyd connected the most.
Yeah.
Accurate punches.
The highest accurate puncher in boxing history. Him and Deontay Wilder have two of the highest records.
And Andre Ward, too.
No, he's not that accurate because he doesn't have as many fights. Yeah, but he's not. His percentage isn't that high.
I think he's right up there. He's under Floyd.
No, the numbers aren't there.
You sure about
I'm
that?
positive. I've seen the numbers. Yeah, he's not even close.
We gotta check.
And he's been knocked down before. Floyd's never been knocked down.
But he has been knocked down.
That Zab Judas shit does not count. Anyway.
And how about when he broke his hand and he that was a knockdown?
That wasn't a knockdown. He went down.
Yeah.
That's not a knockdown.
What would you call that?
What do you mean?
It's
not on his record. They counted, but it wasn't on his record. He went down. He broke his hand and then put his hand down. And he grazed it. It's not like that he took a knee. He grazed it, stood, and then still won the fight with one hand.
You got to give Floyd his props because if you look at it, he's shorter. He has brittle hands, but he has this, that.
Yeah.
And no one can perfect the Mayweather defense. Everyone tries to. We seen Andre Berta do that. Oh, my God. Did he get lit up? Who was that lit him up? When he did that? King-Man.
Ghost.
Was it Robert Guerrero?
Yeah. Yeah, Robert Guerrero lit his ass up. And then remember, he went on to fight Floyd.
Oh.
Remember? Because he was supposed to fight. Yeah, he went on to fight Floyd.
No, he beat Berto beat no.
Yeah, Robert Guerrero messed him up. Yeah, and then he went on to fight Floyd. Remember Floyd was sitting in the stands? He was going to go fight Berto because Berto was undefeated. He had the WBC belt. Then got beat by
Victor
Guerrero.
Ortiz beat Berto. That's why he faced Floyd just got released from prison and he fought Ghost.
Yeah, so when did
Guerrero.
Ghost do it?
I don't think they fought.
Yeah, they did.
You sure?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Pull it up.
Look. Yeah, right here.
Who won the fight?
Guerrero. Tore his butt up. That's why I love YouTube, guys. See? I'll just fast forward to the end.
Did Ghost retire?
Yeah, I think he's coming back.
Yeah.
See? 107, 100. Look at his face.
You're right.
Yeah, he smoked him.
Well, is this the fight he looked like the mole man? Like his eyes were swollen?
Yeah, look at his eyes. Look.
Oh,
yeah.
I have that on my Instagram. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
They said he looked like the mole man.
Yeah.
But you got to give this man some heart.
Yeah.
He has a lot of heart.
And he earned that. Maybe he lost to Victor first.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
why Victor went to fight Floyd.
And then
this happened way later because Floyd had to. He took a plea deal and went to prison.
Oh, and then came back and fought him. I don't know.
Yeah, and he was a little chubby when he came out, but still beat.
He was
Guerrero.
brolic though. Remember, he was doing push-ups.
Yeah,
he was doing push-ups to the depth.
Yeah, but we need boxing training, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
And his nutrition wasn't way up there.
But he finished his career on top, so who cares?
Yeah.
Anyway, so anything else you want to touch on last? Before we get out of here,
I think we're good. Let's talk about how Zuffa is going to come about. So you think Floyd is going to fight on Zuffa?
Of course.
Who's going to?
He's going to fight either Jorge or Khabib.
I say Khabib.
No.
Makes sense.
No.
But I think Jorge is a better fight.
Khabib has a fight coming up. Jorge is free.
Yeah. When is he going to fight? Khabib is
He's going to fight Floyd.
Khabib is fighting Ferguson. We don't know when Floyd is fighting.
We know he's fighting in 2020.
Yeah, it could be anytime.
And he's going to fight it right around May or March. Duh.
Al is doing that deal.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's going to fight Masvidal. They're going to release it in 2020. Tell him he's going to fight Masvidal. Everybody's going to go crazy.
Masvidal is big, but
I know.
Guess what?
I know.
Boxing is totally different.
That boy can fight, though.
No, he can fight.
That boy can fight.
He has hands.
That boy got hands.
He can strike.
He
cannot box.
Hey, who cares?
We're going with bigger gloves.
He's 43 years old when he fights him.
Doesn't matter.
It's a 43-year-old Floyd Mayweather.
The ring is different than the octagon. You know that. Come on. Setting traps.
Bro.
Who's best at setting traps?
I love Floyd Mayweather to death. I think he's going to win the fight. But I don't see that fight I don't see that fight. I see that fight going 12 rounds.
Yeah, it's going to go 12 rounds.
Because Masvidal is younger, bigger.
Actually, no. I disagree. If Floyd works the body, it's not. And he's not going to hurt his hand if he works the body. Masvidal will go down. I can guarantee it. Let's set that up, okay?
Yeah. We agree to disagree on that one. You're taking Floyd?
And I love Masvidal, too.
I'm not taking Floyd. I'm just saying.
I love Street Jesus.
Listen, I'm not taking Floyd.
Yeah.
But
you have to take Floyd, but how is he going to win? That's the thing.
I could see a judge having it for Masvidal.
I don't see it.
He's so big. He's bigger than Conor.
He's
bigger than Conor.
Cool. The way boxers throw their punches as opposed to UFC do their strikes.
If Conor McGregor can last 10 rounds, this dude is bigger and got better hands than Conor.
Don't make me laugh because Floyd played with him the whole time.
So can Floyd not train for this fight?
I would train because he's been out for a while.
He got to take it serious.
I don't think he has to take it serious. I don't think he has to take it serious. That's just me. Floyd is an exception. He's an anomaly too.
Conor versus Cowboy.
Oh, come on. Justin Gaethje should have had that fight with Conor. But
who's that?
Justin Gaethje beat Cowboy. And he has 2 wins. Cowboy has 2 losses. So why is Cowboy getting? And I love Cowboy. He deserves a payday. But he shouldn't have gotten that fight. Oh, okay. He should have gotten that fight when Cowboy just came off a win, but Conor wasn't ready. Conor is fighting Cowboy just to get in. I think it's to set up the next fight. And I think Game Bread or Street Jesus is going to handle Conor.
That boy don't lose. Unless he fights a wrestler.
Even then, I don't see it.
No, his ground game ain't that nice.
Who did he fight as a wrestler? And the wrestler was what? Concussed in the fastest way? Ben Askren.
Overrated. Anyway.
Not overrated.
He's overrated.
No.
He's overrated.
When he grabs
he's a smaller Charles Sonnen.
No comparison.
He's a smaller Charles Sonnen.
No.
Disagree. Just like Stylebinder's a smaller Anderson Silva.
Awkward Stylebender.
John Jones.
John Jones.
Only because of size.
Size.
Only because of size.
Stylebender's just getting to know his skills and whatnot. I see John Jones.
Yeah, me too.
Knocking him out.
Well, only because of size.
Yeah.
I think they were the same size man. It'd be an even fight.
But John Jones, I see him slowing down also.
Yeah, well, he's had so many years taken out of his life. He's had so many years taken out of his life.
Well, it was mostly he was shelved because of his activities.
Change the subject.
All right.
We're gonna end with this. Who does Pacquiao fight? Mikey Garcia. Because we know he's gonna duck.
Good.
We know he's gonna duck Spence. Does he fight Mikey Garcia or does he fight Danny Garcia?
I don't think Spence is ready to fight Pacquiao after the horrific.
We know he's gonna duck Porter, and it should be Porter.
I see Porter.
Really? At a Mikey, because he's already talking about fighting
Garcia.
Mikey. He's already talking about fighting Mikey.
But I think Porter's a bad fight for Pacquiao.
Porter beats Pacquiao. Called it.
Unless
he can't handle that man.
I don't know.
He cannot handle that man. He cannot handle the same Sean Porter that fought Errol Spence. There's no way on this planet that Manny Pacquiao can handle that Sean Porter.
We don't know.
There's no way. There's no way.
Will Pacquiao let Sean Porter on the inside? Because Sean Porter's a wrestler.
Jesus Christ couldn't stop Sean Porter from getting on the inside. What the hell's wrong with you, boy?
Okay, that was sacrilege.
Nobody's stopping Sean Porter from getting on the inside. When you fight Sean Porter, you have to accept, I got to fight this man on the inside. Period. He's our modern day Marvin Hagler.
Who else you got on the list?
No, I just wanted to end with that. I wanted to know
Pacquiao fights Danny Garcia.
I think he's gonna punk out and fight Mikey. He's gonna fight the smaller man. He ain't fighting no Danny.
No.
He ain't fighting no Danny.
Danny's an easier
He ain't fighting no big ass Marquez. That's all that is. He ain't fighting no big ass Marquez. He damn sure ain't gonna fight a southpaw. Manny Pacquiao does not fight southpaws. Period. He only fought one, and that was Joshua Clottey. He does not. Southpaw? No, that's why he won't fight Errol Spence. You don't think he was jumping for joy when Errol Spence got to that damn car accident? He don't fight southpaws because everything that he does doesn't work against another southpaw.
I'm saying
he has to fight orthodox fighters.
I see Manny Pacquiao fighting Danny Garcia.
Okay, I see him punking out and fighting little Mikey Garcia at 135 pounds.
That could happen too. But
they'll fight at 140, or unless he's going to be an a-hole and make him fight at 147.
I think that fight makes sense.
Why?
And,
why?
It's to build Pacquiao up, and if Floyd goes and fights Pacquiao,
they're never fighting Floyd again. Stop.
I think they're fighting.
They will never fight again.
If they're still printing money,
there's no.
Floyd is fighting.
No, Pacquiao. Stop. He finna get knocked out.
Who's finna get knocked out?
Pacquiao's. As soon as Pacquiao fights Errol Spence, Pacquiao, who wins?
Errol Spence.
I rest my case.
Bigger, whatever.
Errol Spence. Pacquiao, Sean Porter, who wins?
I don't know. I got kind of Pacquiao because which is the angles.
You're on crack.
But I could see Sean Porter coming in and just
he's too small.
Wrestling him.
Thank you. You have never seen Pacquiao in a fight like that. Never. He's never fought anybody who's smart. Okay. I'm gonna end it with this. No. Hell no. I'm gonna end it with this. Why did Manny Pacquiao never fight Marcos Maidana? Come on, Omar. Why did Manny Pacquiao never fight Marcos Maidana? Come on.
He's just too big.
I rest my game. Sean Porter's a better Marcos Maidana. He ducked Marcos Maidana for years. You fighting?
Wait.
You fighting the bums?
You can't say that because he fought.
Can't say that.
Top-ranked fighters, and Maidana was never a top-ranked fighter. He was always a Golden Boy or a PBC Al Heyman because he was under Paul Heyman.
He fought all of Bob Arum's flunkies, is what you're saying. And somebody else is doing that too. I can't think of their name, but they're doing that too. They fighting flunkies because their next fight is a flunky. You know who their next fight is?
Who is Bud fighting?
I rest my case. So we can end up.
You were talking about Bud.
We agree. Right. Yeah, we agree. We agree on that one.
We don't know who's fighting, and he's wasting his skills. Bud is just he's collecting the check. But
we're not knocking the fighter.
No, Bud is skilled, highly skilled,
an amazing fighter.
Yeah.
Switch hander, the boy, not a boy. Let me not disrespect him. The man deserves
Midwest
the clout that he's getting. But do I think that he has the least opposition of all the other fighters? Yeah, of course.
He has the weakest opposition.
Of course.
And I don't know what opposition. I don't know if I know
Bob Arum is feeding him and Lomachenko flunkies. I'm going to say it. Bob Arum is feeding Bud Crawford and Lomachenko flunkies. And for some reason, maybe one day, maybe you know what? Maybe they're doing it to make a mega fight. I don't know. Maybe they're doing it to make a mega fight.
But
maybe they know the business that we don't. I'm gonna give them that. They are doing this because they have a plan. How about that? How about I not bash them like the other media? How about I say that they are doing this because they have a plan? I take that back. They are doing this because I'm gonna believe that they have a master plan down the line to keep having Bud on that side fight these guys that we are unaware of.
How many fights does Bud have on his contract?
I don't know.
Because he just re-signed.
They be re-signed.
Yeah.
But these are the politics of boxing that we got to deal with.
But that's the money that ESPN gave Bob, and that's why he has Bud.
Because we saw Tyson Fury sign with ESPN and fight two bums. I'm just saying.
And that didn't do anything for his profile. It actually brought his profile down. If he had fought Wilder right after, I think that would have been a better fight, more viewers instead of waiting this long.
These are the politics of boxing.
It was off of that. It was on every meme, every social media platform. How Tyson got off the floor like the Undertaker.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But I want to see Bud fight Spence.
We want to see Bud fight all the other welterweight champions that are fighting
in PBC.
Danny Garcia,
You
Mikey
know what?
Garcia.
The roles have reversed. Bud wouldn't.
Sean Porter.
Hold up. Top Rank, when they had Pacquiao, they wouldn't let him fight anybody from PBC.
Not one.
And then Richard Schaefer was saying, "Oh, this is what's happening." And now Bob Arum's crying, "Oh, PBC fighters. Oh, it's a monopoly. All this. Oh." They're just fighting their own fighters. It shouldn't be. You're not giving the viewers what they deserve. You did not give the viewers what they deserve for years. You made Floyd wait, and guess what? What happened? Floyd got 60%. Manny's stock went down, and that's what's happening. Guess what? Errol Spence is going to get 60% of that, and he deserves it.
Yeah.
Bud doesn't not, and Bud's a great fighter, but it's because of the promotion.
Yeah.
Who has he have on his hit list? Not much. Who has Spence has a better fight record.
Yeah.
Not fight record, but
Amir Khan does not. Amir Khan in 2019. Amir Khan. We're not knocking him as a fighter, but he's just not there in 2019. I'm sorry. He's not there in 2019.
He showed up for the paycheck for $5 million.
He did a Kovalev.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's the politics of boxing. That's what frustrates us. But that's it for episode 3 of A2D, Agree to Disagree. I'm Carl. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please comment, share, do everything. If you have any topics that you think that you want us to touch on in the next in the next podcast, please let us know. You can hit me up on Straight Outta Content. All these podcasts are brought to you by Straight Outta Content. Follow me on Instagram at Straight Outta Content. Straight Out of Content on Instagram. But even if you type in Straight Outta Content, you should still find us. Where can they find you?
Right there.
No, what's your Instagram?
Oh, mine is private. I just keep my family pictures up there.
Okay, anyway, so he's gonna stay private, CIA. But anyway, all right, man. So let's agree to disagree. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode when we do it right after the Andrew Ruiz, Anthony Joshua fight. Yep. All right,
that's gonna happen in the morning here.
Oh crap! That's 5 o'clock. About 4 o'clock.
I know it starts in England at 9.
Oh crap!
So
okay,
we'll get to that.
We'll do a little post up to let you guys know exactly when to watch that fight because it's gonna happen in the afternoon. So guys, please, it's not gonna happen at night our time. It's gonna happen in the afternoon. So this is where you guys can watch it live. All right, guys. All right. Peace.